Hello guys, good day. Welcome to today's program. On YouTube, I'm being called Miro African TV. If you come to TikTok, I am being called DG Snap. If you go to other social media, you may find my name, my real name. I am Zebedee Ejike Korea, that's my real name. I have been doing videos for a very long time, but I just withdraw because of one thing or the other. Actually, my studio got issues, so that's why I stopped making videos. But I would like to get a different gadget that will enable me to be able to be doing video while walking around, because carrying smartphone is too heavy, so without wasting most of your time, on today's program, I am going to discuss the issue going on in Ukraine, Russia, United States, European Union. So, most of you realize that after Obama government ends, Obama started escalating issues with Russia via Ukraine. And the Obama team made some calculations to figure out if the Americans will be able to deal with Russia in their territory. They later find out that it's impossible. So most of you also recall how Obama made some comments, by that time, that Russia is a regional power. Most of you will recall this word. Russia is a regional power, that they have escalating dominance in that terrain. That means whosoever that try to fight them in those areas will not be able to succeed. So that's why they said that Russia has that power within. But in recent, Russia is not a local champion. Russia is a global champion. But Russia is not aggressive like the way America is. And Russia is not in position with a large media house the way NATO possesses it. All over the world, NATO possesses their media houses. If you come to Africa, example in Nigeria, most of the news platform that you watch in Nigeria, they will tell you that it belongs to one Mr. A. That Mr. A is in partnership with NATO Broadcasting Corporation all over the West and all over the world. So let me go deep into today's matters. After Obama's tenure ended, Donald Trump won that election and took over from Obama. Then Donald Trump started doing like Trump. All of us know Trump, Along the line, the Ukrainian issues start popping up. Under his watch, Donald Trump always used the phrase that had he was in power, that there will be no war in Ukraine. He's lying. That is what we call political statement. Most of you may disagree with what I'm saying. The ones that understand will also understand what I'm going to. The reason why I say that he's lying is because this war started under Trump. This war wasn't Biden's war. This war was Donald Trump war. Don't forget that it's under Donald Trump's command that CIA started expanding their bases all over Ukraine. Yes, go and check, It's under Donald Trump that America started training Ukrainian soldiers, under his watch. Why are you training Ukrainian soldiers? For them to become scouts? For them to become police officers? Under Donald J. Trump, America started supplying weapons secretly to Ukraine. It wasn't via one country, it was direct from United States to Ukraine. Trump did that. Today, he's trying to whitewash the way the West normally do. They don't normally use the word sorry or my bad, no, my mistake. They will tell you somebody's fault. Whatever that happens is somebody's fault. Somebody caused it. Had it been I'm there, it could have been different. Because I wasn't there, that's why this blah 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 blah. Don't buy into all these stories. Look, America is one country. American policy is one. It's like America and their policies. It's like Christianity, A new government comes in. It's like under Christianity, they have different branches. Under Christianity, you have Christianity. Under it, you have Roman Catholic. Under it, you have Pentecostal. Under it, you have Orthodox. Under it, you have different branches. What am I trying to tell you? The policy of United States is like that. They have one policy, but every administration has his own way of achieving that policy, or has his own way to go about that policy. The policy is that we must kill the Russians, not directly, but indirectly. And those that set up that policy are there waiting for the new administration that they will direct how to go about those things. They may give him 5 options and he will choose one. And they will never choose the ones that are similar to their former colleagues that just left the office. They will choose a different one, but the same method is what I'm going somewhere. After Trump set up all the whole homework, Obama and their colleagues laid the carpet. Trump came in and set up some mechanism that will make it easier, possible for them to operate. Now, the Democrats that understand business, people do say Trump is a businessman. Trump is a businessman. Trump is a businessman that he does business, he's successful, but the business he's doing that is successful, there are people that may get involved and he will break the yoke where he thought that is the largest. That's the people that a good manager that knows how to manage business. Trump is a businessman, but he's not a good manager. He don't know how to manage things. And what he's doing today have revealed to all of you. Yes, he's a businessman. He loves deal, but he don't know how to manage to make deal to come to pass. So as he laid the carpets, laid everything, the Democrats look into it, because Democrats has the highest and the best managers. Democrats possessed the gift of Nigerians. Why do I use the word? If you know the Igbo tribe in Nigeria, the Democrats possess the talent of Igbo tribes in Nigeria. Why am I saying this? Because the Igbo tribes knows how to monetize things. Look at my back, this graffiti. Do you know that there will be a way that Igbo man will fall hungry and he need to break out of that level that he find himself? He will convert this graffiti to become money. Don't doubt me. That's my tribe. We know how to do it. It's in our blood. That is how the Democrats operate. Democrats saw what Trump set up, and they knew quite well that Trump is not a good manager. If they leave this thing for Trump, he will mess that opportunity up. The Democrats, they said, we must take over. Now is the best opportunity for all of us Nancy Pelosi, Bill Gates, them, Clintons, Bushes, both the ones and no ones, all of them press. That is the best time to strike the best money generating machine. The Democrats did everything in their power to rig the election and rig Trump out. Imagine under 4 years, under Democrats, do you know how many millionaires, billionaires America created through Ukraine? Through Ukraine. And if you leave Trump there, Trump is back, right? Nobody will get to be a billionaire or millionaire under Trump. He's not a good manager. That's why people just like him, because he's Trump, you know? But he's not a good manager. What he sees now, this position he sees, had it been the Democrats are here, I am not in support of Democrats. I don't like them because they mess things up. I don't like them. You know, I don't like their ways. Because of greed, the Democrats don't know when to stop, when to withdraw, when to reassess. They are too eager to pack the whole wealth. Just even though it will cause half of the planet to die, they will allow it to happen just for them to pack that $1 trillion to a level that they may wake up and there will be no market for them to use the money. That's why I don't like Democrats, you know. Now, as Trump is back, Trump has started changing the narratives, telling you that war is not his, but he's the one that allows CIA to set up their engineers all over Ukraine. He's the one that allowed the American soldiers to start training Ukrainians for the first time. He's the one that allowed NATO to get involved in the affairs of Russia-Ukrainian politics. Trump did it under his tenure. But he's denying it today. But let me remind you again. Do you know how the policy remains? We must strategically defeat Russia. We must. They use that phrase always. Russia must lose, you know. Now, America and Europe are playing good cop, bad cop. Good police and bad police. If you know, 2 police officers approach you, one is aggressive and one is Reverend Father. The same way they did when they are coming for colonization. Yeah. One is priest, one is a businessman. The priest will tell you, forgive him because, you know, he's greed. He loves business. But I am with God, you know. God is with me. If you follow me, whatever he did to you, you have to forgive him because my God will promise you something above. So today, don't defend yourself. Don't cater for things of the world, you know. Allow them because God says, rich man to come to heaven is like thread passing through a needle. Wonderful. That is the phrase. That is what Trump is playing today. Trump has come back and changed the whole narrative, trying to make you to understand that he's here for peace. Russians are dying, Ukrainians are dying. He don't want it. He wants this war to stop. But underground, he's still financing the war. Underground, America is still supplying weapons to Ukraine. Underground, Ukraine is still using Elon Musk satellite to organize and move their drones to attack Russia. But you want peace to reign. If you want peace to reign, you know what to do and how to do it. Either Ukraine accept or you cut the trade. But, and you will see that that war will end immediately. But because he's the one that started it, and he don't want to take blames that Ukraine collapsed under his watch, NATO get disorganized, Europe gets big punch under his watch. Yeah. He's trying to manage NATO, try to manage Ukraine, try to manage European Union, try to manage the entire EU, try to manage Russia, try to manage China trade war, try to manage the world. You see him, he's not a good manager. He develops a very powerful strategy, but to manage that thing to work perfectly, he don't know how to go about it. But as I said, that American policy is like Christianity, with different branches of different churches, but under one Christianity. Now, he came back and saw that all their strategic plans has never worked in Russia. Do you know that as I'm speaking to you today, Russia is the most sanctioned country on planet? Why do they sanction them? Because they want to defend what belongs to them, defend their territory. You may think that this war is all about Ukraine. It's not all about Ukraine. This war is independency on natural resources. Ask yourself, why should NATO be encroaching towards Russia? But they have NATO in other parts. They are not encroaching to other parts, South of America and whatever. No. What pushed Napoleon to Russia? Is it not resources? What pushed Hitler to Russia? Is it not resources? What pushed Austro-Hungarian Empire towards Russia? Is it not resources? Now, America, today, their own refurbished organization called NATO are expanding towards the same thing, but in a different tango game. You know, in Russia-Ukrainian war, Russia set red lines, and the West play past all of them. And Putin was watching. He can't do anything, but he can do something. But he don't want to show the world that he's aggressive. Look, this Western world that I'm living made me to understand that the best defense you can build for yourself is to attack. Yes. You have stepped into Ukraine, and they have fortified Ukraine. To the extent, F-16 has flown inside Ukraine, and Russia couldn't do anything. Do you want to tell me that Russia couldn't see when the F-16 is leaving one country and coming to Ukraine and from there attacking them? Or the whole military equipments that are coming from here and there? Do you want to tell me that if it is the United States that you are battling this thing with, all the whole seaport of everywhere, as far as they possess nuclear bomb, they will bomb shit out of the whole European countries, giving safe haven to all these weapons that are coming in? If you attack them, they fight you. If you don't attack them, they are fighting you. So why restrain? Why keep him quiet? Now, Trump has come back into power. You believe that he will do away with the war. Russia, let me warn you. They couldn't win you via bullets, but they want to use another method to defeat you. These sweet talks, if you remember, America used these sweet talks on Putin under Bush. Bush bring Putin closer, make him his friend, but has his agenda and his motives. Under that tenor, he killed Saddam Hussein, he destroyed Afghanistan, and he even pushed Georgia to attack Russians. But he's your friend. Now, Trump is using that same tactics, coming to Putin as if he's respecting Putin. No Western citizen or politician has respect for Putin. They don't. Or Russian politicians, or Russian system, or whatever Russia has, they don't respect them. They don't value them. Only them count. So Russia or Putin calling ceasefire here and there, whatever. Are you not seeing that America is trying to use negotiation to defeat Russia? They couldn't do it in battlefield. but they want to use negotiation to defeat you. And Russia, the way I'm seeing it, is as if you guys are falling to it. Russia, you should remember what you told us. Your mandate in Ukraine. You got to disarm Ukraine. You got to denazify Ukraine. You got to fix Ukraine back the way it's supposed to be. All the whole things you lay out. If you are a man, you can't vomit and go back to eat your spit. You must stand by your word. At least as for once, Russia should say something and do it. I don't know why you are wasting taxpayers' money in building nuclear bomb so that nobody dares to attack you. But they are attacking you now, and you are doing nothing. Are you afraid of me or afraid of who? What are you afraid of? Friends? Even though you collapse today, that your friends will even join them to calibers everything about you. Yeah. Young man, you have to fix your territory, fix your area of influence. When you speak, earthquake will shake the earth. Don't be like a woman. I don't know what you guys are doing in that Russia. Look at the tactics America is using now against you. Someone who is supplying weapons, training Ukrainians, supporting them morally, using their satellite, everything of NATO equipment America built to defend themselves have been handed over to Ukraine against you. The same person came back to become a middleman to make peace. Have most of you understand? Let me take you back to somewhere. If you come into Africa, there are one people they call the Fulanis. Do you know how they operate? They operate like the Americans. If they target your area and they want to take over that territory, they will first of all cause mayhem. Send their children to cause mayhem in that communities. And as that problem, you are complaining, you are shouting, they will now bring an option for peace to reign. Because their cousins, not them, their cousins are the one causing this havoc, and they can be able to identify them and know them. You have to make them the chief security that will be guiding those areas so that they will not allow their cousins to come in. Is it not a very powerful deal? You will say, wow, wonderful, nice one. Okay, what should we do? How do we go about it? They will ask you to give them what we call Amawosa. That is, you have to give them area where they will reside. And you have no right to come there. It is only them that should be operating that place. And from there, they will be going around the community and giving you security. We have forests somewhere. Take that forest, make it your home, and make sure that your cousins don't come in. Nice idea. You think that they are different from their cousins. Forgotten that it's Fulani, they have one agenda. I'm going somewhere. What I'm saying now, use it to check what America does. Their cousins are coming to guide you against the other their cousins. On a good day, they will go to your king's house and kill him. By that time, they have secured the entire community, and they will mount themselves as the emirs of those areas. And he that refuses, until all of you will bow down to them and remain under their control. And when election comes, none of your citizens is allowed to come out to participate. They will take care of your affairs. So was that sign with your ancestors. That is the game America is playing with the entire world. One will come with aggressiveness, the other one will come that I have nothing to do with him. I am different. My administration is straightforward. There shouldn't be blood. No blood should be floating. Russia should be alive. I love Russians. I love this one. They are the same people. Folks in goat attire. Imagine we are the lion, a lion in animal kingdom, comes out to preach peace and unity. Tell all the animals, if you vote me into power to rule over you, I will promise you that no lion or tiger will dare to touch any animal in this forest. But first of all, my special security officers got to be antelopes. Yeah. I love them because of their scales. Stupid animal, you bite to it, and all of you are gone. So my message today is that no negotiation. Why everything is West, either Europeans or America? No other world citizen has value. Africa has tried to come and make peace. Poland seized the African leaders, locked them in their planes in Poland. They spend hours, even a day there. Why they want to transit to Ukraine under somebody's order? These guys that are fighting Russia today, all of them are racist. All of them are Nazi. All of them. All of them are supporters of Hitler. Look at all of them that are clamoring to. Don't forget that America made Hitler what Hitler was. You know, the story, they don't tell you this. America sponsored Hitler with Britain. But their dream by that time is that Hitler will go after the Soviet. They gave Hitler, like as they're giving to Ukraine, whatever Hitler deserves to go for that war. They prepared Hitler, they trained him. But Hitler, before going to the Soviet, he first of all wiped the whole Europe, take over the terrain, and then focus. Had he didn't go to Soviet, today all the whole Europe will be speaking German, whether you like it or not. Yeah. America can't even do anything about it, because without the Russians, America can't even beat Hitler. Yes. So another message I would like to touch is African leaders. I saw you people visiting the burial of Pope, and all of you have been forgotten somewhere else. But the Western leaders are being handled with red carpets. When will you learn? If you don't value yourself, nobody will value you. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. If such thing is going on and you did not receive an invitation from Rome, special invitation, either Your Excellency or Your Honorable, don't go. Go in there making yourself caricature, making yourself the animal of Africa. It's not proper. Add values to yourself. It's very, very important. The next thing I would like to touch, I would like people, Africans more especially, to look into these matters. You know, Africa has trade agreement with the European Union. You know that? Africa has trade agreement with the United States. Is that all? Africa has trade agreement, I believe, with Asian countries. What of the Caribbean countries? Why Caribbean countries are not allowed to have free trade with Africa, their fellow cousins? Why no African leader dare to talk about Caribbean countries? Do you know that our tariffs in doing business together is up to 25 to 30%? We can't even buy from each other or sell to each other. And a Caribbean person don't even know that we have gari or fufu or whatever, okra or whatever. Or African knowing what the Caribbeans are selling or producing. There, I rest my case for today. That one got to be the topic for another day. Bye-bye for now. Have a wonderful day. Tomorrow will be May 1st. I said all of you should celebrate in peace. If you want to demonstrate, please, 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 be careful. Watch your back. You know that things are falling apart, more especially in Europe. Blackout all over Europe, and they are giving you excuses. It's because of they are no longer buying from Russia. Our electric bills are climbing. Here in Europe, you work, you pay tax. You want to spend the money that you have paid tax on, you pay another tax on it. Everything you pay tax on it, still, it's not enough. Government are no longer investing on us, the Europeans. They are investing in Ukraine. A lost war. Normally, if ship is going down, it's left for people to do what? Jump out of the ship. But I don't know the type of money laundering that is going on through Ukraine that need to be investigated. Thank you. Here I rest my case. If you see my video on YouTube, like and share, follow. If you see it on Facebook, like and share, follow. If you see it on TikTok, do the same thing. Thank you very much, and bye-bye for now.